So there are people in the suburbs who live on the streets, they live in cars, or crashing at a friend's place. Yet shelters are few and far between in the suburbs, and food banks often cannot keep up with demand. Our Mark Salinger looks at the lack of resources.
On the streets of Arvada, homelessness isn't always obvious. But in suburban Colorado, the number of people living on the streets and in shelters is going up.
We suspect that we're going to see more families experiencing homelessness.
Cassie Ratliff works with Family Tree in Jefferson County to help people who've been impacted by abuse, violence, and homelessness. She knows there aren't enough resources in the area to help everyone.
Homelessness is going up, and we're seeing in Jefferson County the rise of first-time homelessness.
First-time homelessness increased by more than 250% in Jeffco between 2020 and 2022, from 66 people to 235. Last month, we were there as they counted the number of people living on the streets this year. They expect the number to go up as people who are unhoused move farther from Denver.
Homelessness doesn't end at a street or a county or a city, and people are crossing these lines all the time.
About 40% of our 2022 count were first time experiencing homelessness. And so we continue to see that increase.
On the other side of the city, Catherine Smith in Arapahoe County shares a similar story. She's the Community Resources Director, who also knows she can't help everyone who needs it.
We did see an increase through our point-in-time counts, a significant increase of over 100% in all areas through our point-in-time count last year.
In Denver, there are a lot of voices talking about the homeless.
Homelessness knows no boundaries, and so our approach to it really can't either.
But well outside the city, places with even fewer resources struggle to keep up.
Well, I might not have the resources today. You can bet your butt I'm going to start looking for them, and we're going to try to bring them in.
So let's talk solutions. Family Tree, who you just heard from there in Jeffco, is developing 85 units of permitted supportive housing. The goal is that if you find a home, it'll lead to a job and more security. Douglas County across Denver has said that the number of unsheltered people is going down there, but even there where the number of people experiencing homelessness is very low, the number of people unhoused in their shelters is also going up a small amount. They say they're providing more services to people than they used to.
So, Mark, I think sometimes there's this perception that because people have seen encampments in Denver, that they assume that if people are unhoused in the suburbs, that they must have come from Denver. But I mean, all kinds of people fall on hard times in different communities and end up on the streets. But it is clear that certain areas have congregate encampments more so than others.
Yeah, I've heard the theory that people just hop on the light rail from Denver and end up somewhere like Golden, and then there are no services there, so they get stuck there. That can happen, obviously, but I'm told from the folks that you just heard there, those experts who are out on the streets, that that's not necessarily true all the time. They can take bus routes, they can walk there, take bikes, they can end up anywhere.
All right, Mark, thank you.